What's going on, wrestling fans? Man, so how are you feeling about Crown Jewel? All right, I'm going to run through my grades. So for the women's championship match, Stephanie Vaquer versus Tiffany Stratton, I'm going to start this one off because I hated it. It's an F minus. I'm not going to be nice to it. I'm not going to give it even a little bit of kudos because I know what those two women are capable of. Absolute travesty that they were only given that amount of time and that they weren't allowed to actually showcase their potential. I don't understand. Maybe they're trying to, leave room open for a better battles in the future. But to me, like, don't run this match then. Like, if you're going to run this match, let them do it to their potential. Absolutely awful. And I hated it. And it was by far the worst part of the night. Then you got the AJ Styles versus John Cena match. I'm going to balance out that last match by talking about this one next because A+. 10 out of 10. This is wrestling. If you have friends that are going to get into pro wrestling, they're not sure if they like it or not, with this crowd and those two men, let them just show them that. And it will tell them everything they need to know. If they don't like wrestling after a showcase like that, they're never going to. Then you got Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight. This one was really just for storyline. It was really just for what happened at the end, in my opinion. I don't think the big takeaway here is that Bronson won, but I'm glad Bronson won. I'm glad Bronson won because, he got beat pretty soundly in the last match. And if the vision is supposed to be a way to build up Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, then I'm glad that we let Bronson Reed beat Roman Reigns, even if there was shenanigans. Jey Uso's going to feud with Roman Reigns, though. Eugene Clark, I'm going to remember you. We'll be back. We're going to talk about it in the future. But my man doesn't think that's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. Anyways, then you have the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. It was solid. I'll give it, a B. I'll give it a solid B. I mean, it did its job. They protected Asuka so that she could have her battles in the future with Io and maybe Rhea. And it did a good enough job. And I love that, Rhea Ripley got to perform in front of her hometown crowd. Last but not least, we got Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And I was very much on the fence of how this would happen. Not as good as previous matches between the two. But from a storytelling perspective, it was perfect. And from that, I'll give it a B+. I thought it was really good. And I thought that it told the correct story. And even though Rollins still had to use some shenanigans in order to beat Cody, he did not use division. And so I thought, great way for him to finally defeat Cody, but he didn't really go over like Cody like a clean way. So there's still some more to mine there from a Rollins and Rhodes perspective in the future if they'd like.